Thank you guys for attending so much. I appreciate your spending your lunchtime with us. I believe we're going to be talking about a few things here today that are going to be interesting for a lot of us who deal with business and marketing, online marketing. We still have a couple of people that are signing in. I can see that our attendance is growing almost a person every minute. So what I'd like to do is kind of give a minute to talk about a little bit about Sit and Learn, what we're going to be doing. From this inaugural moment of our Sit and Learn webinar series, we're going to be taking some time aside to just educate some of our listeners and some of our advocates on some of the things that they can be doing to increase their online awareness. And today's subject is something that I'm very passionate about. Email marketing is very close to online marketing as a general conversion rate, convincing rate, building a culture around your brand. So today we're going to be looking at how to start the early stages of email marketing. We're going to take a look at MailChimp.com, move through some of the proven strategies from Bronto. We ourselves use Bronto in some capacity, so we're very used to the structure of that. And then we're going to talk about some overall strategies for the holidays. You know, this is a little bit more exciting than general email marketing. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk and walk through some of these pieces. So just take a moment to get used to the environment. Some of us here are probably new to a webinar, so you'll notice that your control panel gives you the ability to do several different things. I see some of you have already taken it to a step of asking some questions. Hello, Kim. How are you doing? Dan, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you being on the call. I'm glad we got it figured out. The idea here is we're going to be talking about email marketing and how we can wrap it around the holidays to make it successful. So at this point, I'm going to introduce a poll and try to see if we can't get some interaction here. So I'm going to put a poll out there and see how this goes. So you got a moment. Take a look and see. Your poll should have just opened. Very simple. Anybody out there using an email provider currently? Yes, no, not sure. So looks like we have some people interacting, which is wonderful news. So the cool part that I like to talk about is getting directly into the webinar. So follow along with me. As soon as you get done taking the poll, please let me know. It should close. So I'm going to close the poll now. So we had a good showing. It looks like 75% of you guys have used an email provider in the future. So today our webinar leaders are going to be Lucas Schaefer, and that is myself. You'll see my picture there on the screen, and also Jamie McConnell, who's helping organize everything. So if you have any questions, we can help facilitate that by making them general, so we can have a point in between slides to take on those questions. So thank you, Jamie, for being a part of this. And I think she has the ability to talk too, so we'll probably have some conversation as we move forward. We still have a few people showing up, so the next slide here, we're going to be talking about our sponsors, Stand and Stretch. That's the company that I own. We have a great ability to do interactive marketing, so we work with mobile, web, social, we do advertising and print and wrap that into one big online marketing campaign. So email is a wonderful part of our web model, so we will be driving information. So again, thanks everybody for showing up. Looks like we have a strong 21 people in the webinar, so that's good. Thanks to everyone who attended. Jumping right into our intro. So the idea is we're going to be looking at our outline. So we talked about a few things here. This is kind of our intro state. I want to look at some statistics. Everybody loves to hear about what email's doing, how they're being performed inside of holiday times, how they're in general and national averages, 60% of that, 100% of this. We're going to talk about some email marketing 101. It's going to include terminology. It's going to be a large part some definitions that are going to help us understand what some of these holiday strategies are going to be all about. And then, of course, all the way through the 12 o'clock hour from 12 to 1 p.m., if you have any questions, please ask, and we'll try to get to them at the end, or if they're immediately necessary, we'll talk about them as they pop up. So please use your interface, and I appreciate your time today. I did get some previous questions from a few of our attendees, so I will be bringing those up. I actually inlaid them in the presentation, so I think that was a great opportunity for our attendees. So the cool part are statistics. I really dig numbers. So when people are talking things to me, if you say something like 88% of business to consumer firms currently use email marketing and another 10% plan on using it by the end of the year, I get excited, especially when it comes from a company like Forrester. Forrester is one of the most renowned statistician companies, the consultancy firms that they do nothing but get paid to collect data and report it. So here's a couple of more stats. Only 1% of 500 surveyed retailers are sending a welcome series to engage new email subscribers. So that's from ListTrack. So that's a very interesting number there. Down at the bottom, 56% of smartphone users say that email marketing has become more relevant in the last 12 months compared to only 29% of the feature phone users citing increased relevance. So what that's saying is that it's every year we're seeing almost a doubling factor. We'll talk a little bit more about the usage of email. 43% of mobile email users check email 4 or more times per day. Now that's compared to 29% of those who do not use mobile email. So one of the things we're going to discuss today, of course, is, are you optimizing your email marketing strategy for mobile? And there's a couple of cool tricks I want to show you today. Very cool stuff. Nearly half will buy online, up to 43% last year. Additionally, the average holiday shopper plans to do 36% of their shopping online, whether they're comparing prices, researching products, and actually making a purchase. One of the greatest things about this is if you are putting email into people's desktop email or mobile phones, smartphones, you're engaging them to go ahead and have that product research at hand when they need it. So there's a couple of quotes at the end that is going to make so much sense to everybody. So 78% of mobile email users are regular users of social networking sites. And I love this, because Facebook mobile has now beat out Facebook desktop. Twitter's primarily used for mobile apps now. So everything's sort of centering around how we can get interaction from the mobile perspective. So I have one more poll that I would like to share, and let's see what we can do here. This is a great poll. It's very simple. How many attendees use direct mail or traditional efforts during the holidays? So very simple yes or no question here. I think the greatest part about this question actually tells me how much relevance there is when we are doing traditional and online or new media marketing efforts. Holidays represent a big time for most everybody. Here at Stand and Stretch, we have the ability to, see our timeline being here for 2 years. Our holiday season is also our very good time for us. So we enjoy that. So thank you for filling out the poll. I'm going to close it now. It looks like out of a majority of you guys, 69% have, yes, I use other methods of marketing instead of email. So that's good to know. So 31% of you know I've used email marketing before. So that's a good one. So moving on to the slides, a rundown sort of statistics. Marketingprofessors.com, marketingprofs.com, and a company called eDialogue have really cut some ground when it comes to looking into the future and estimating some of the things. So one of the numbers we're going to look at here are just this drill down, what I'm calling the statistics rundown. I'm going to go through this quite quickly. 34% increase in email marketing from 2010-2011. That's cool. The immediate welcome messages return 4 times more revenue. And what does that mean? So if you have a service and somebody gets an email from you and it's just a welcome, a general email, hey, thanks for doing business with us. This is so cool. The idea is you're going to be generating more of a customer relationship, bringing the social aspect into an email marketing campaign. So even if you don't have an overall campaign, just sending an email saying thank you, that could be a part of that immediate welcome message.